again. It's a rich thing.
Hello guys, today in this video, we're going to help you to find out the best fire pits in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below.
It's a rich thing.
Number 10. Cuisinart Clean Burn Fire Pit. The Cuisinart Clean Burn was very easy to assemble, taking only a couple minutes to figure out. Just rest the fire pit on the base and give it a quarter turn clockwise to lock it into place. The base has a useful integrated ashtray. When it's time to dump the ashes, just twist the fire pit a quarter turn counterclockwise and lift it off the base to reveal the ash. It was definitely an inconvenience compared to the Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0, but not a deal breaker. Though, I admittedly had to use a small hand broom to sweep the excess ash down through the holes in the fire pit, so it all ended up in the tray. At 22 pounds, there is also the option of flipping the fire pit over after removing it from the base to dump out the remaining ash and debris. With a limited 1-year warranty, you definitely want to take good care of this fire pit and bring it inside after each use. Number 9. Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0. As a smokeless fire pit, the Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0 offers everything and more. It has a sleek design, great airflow for a nice smokeless burn, and is very easy to clean after each use. It was the only smokeless fire pit in our tests that had both a removable ash pan, the metal grate the logs sit on, and a removable ashtray located below the pan. This made the Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0 the easiest fire pit clean out of all of those we tested. That's why it takes the top spot as the best fire pit. The Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0 was incredibly simple to assemble, taking less than a minute. Just rest it on its base and flip over the fire ring on top. That's it. It had great instructions, and I was able to build a nice, controlled fire very easily. It produced very little smoke and sparks, and after half an hour, the fire burnt down to a point that was perfect for roasting marshmallows. Number 8. Bare Bones Living Cowboy Fire Pit Grill. This Bare Bones Living Fire Pit and Grill is a master class in smart design. The bowl is used as a fire pit, and to make it a grill, you attach the included pole and the grill grate to the side of that bowl. During testing, we found this allowed us to move the grill grate up and down, depending on how much direct flame you're looking to have on your food, and gave us added freedom to control the temperature of the food. If you're an outdoors lover who wants to be able to have a backyard campout complete with dinner and s'mores at a moment's notice, this could be the best fire pit for you. It's absolutely beautiful and the fire burns evenly, but it's slightly tricky to control the temperature as you're cooking, which is why the pole is such a brilliant add-on. If your flame gets too high, you can move your food up without worrying about burning it. Number 7. Outland Living Fire Cube. If you're camping, backpacking, or RVing this summer, this Outland Living Fire Cube is one of the best options to add to your gear list. At a little over 22 pounds and 14 inches in diameter, it's both easy to store and to pack. It's CSA approved, which means it has passed a series of safety metrics, and uses a 20-pound propane tank cylinder, not included but available at most hardware stores, rather than wood, which allows it to be used in places that have bans on campfires, although it's best to check with your campsite before you go. The kit comes with a pre-attached 10-foot hose, an adjustable regulator with a knob to control flame size, a cover/carry kit, and over 4 pounds of lava rocks to create a more realistic and flickering fire. It delivers a clean, smokeless burn and works quietly and in inclement weather. Number 6. Solo Stove Mesa. The best fire pit for someone who doesn't have a backyard is definitely this Solo Stove Mesa option we tested, as it's perfect for a small balcony or patio, given that it only stands 6 inches tall and takes up hardly any space. If you want a little ambience but don't have a large area outside to sit in, it's a great, affordable option that also comes in a bunch of interesting colors like deep olive, mulberry, and bone. While we don't recommend relying on this fire pit alone for significant warmth due to the size, we were still impressed with the heat it created. You can use small pieces of firewood to make this work. but might be better off using wood pellets or Solo Stove's own mini oak pieces since they won't have to be cut down to size. It comes with a stand and a carry bag, and because the fire pit only weighs a little over a pound, it's definitely an easy option to take anywhere and store in a closet. Number 5. Tiki Retreat Smokeless Fire Pit. This rectangular-shaped option from Tiki is one of the best fire pits to take on the road with you thanks to its size, shape, and built-in carry handles. It also has a removable ashtray pan that you can easily slide out and dump into a trash can, so cleanup is both minimal and convenient. It comes equipped with a few useful add-ons, like a Tiki brand wood pack that helps you create an instant fire in under 5 minutes that produces a flame with a 4-foot radius. Those specs contribute to it being great to travel with. It's quick to get a fire going, and when it starts, it won't bother neighbors with a large flame or a ton of smoke. It's a smokeless model. It also comes with a stand and a weather-resistant cover, which means you'll have everything you need to get started. Of course, you can continue purchasing the wood packs or use regular wood and kindling to similar effects. Number 4. Solo Stove Yukon 2.0. This Solo Stove model is over 6 inches wider and 6 inches taller in diameter than our pick for best fire pit overall, making it great for longer burn times and larger gatherings. We especially like the construction of this piece. Setup is quick and easy, and it features a ring on the bottom to protect the grass from the extreme heat below and a ring on the top to encourage ventilation. It has all of the features that Solo Stove has become so well known for. The 2-walled construction traps air between the walls to burn up smoke before it reaches your hair and clothes. Its durable stainless steel will handle the elements and the intense heat while remaining relatively light for the size of the model, and it can easily be cleaned with a removable ash pan. We could fit 6 large logs in the pit, but they did burn fairly quickly. We were impressed with how evenly the fire burned as well. Number 3. Brio X Series 24 Smokeless Fire Pit. Through our testing, we determined that the Brio X Series wood-burning campfire is the best fire pit for people that host guests in their backyard all summer long. If that's you, it's well worth the price. Made in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, this smokeless option uses double-walled construction to trap hot air in the gap between the walls and pressurized oxygen to essentially reburn it, creating a hotter and stronger fire. The double wall and the reburn that comes from it produce added oxygen, which allows the pit to burn its own smoke before it reaches you. While the brand doesn't claim to be 100% smokeless, it does give extensive tips on how to burn a fire with considerably less smoke than the average fire pit, like using shredded newspaper, cardboard, or resin-soaked pine at its base. Number 2. Better Homes and Gardens Damon Wood-Burning Fire Pit. This fire pit comes in at under $100 and stands out in 2 ways that the other budget options we tested didn't. It's quick to assemble and weighs just over 15 pounds, making it our lightest option on this list by far. The wood-burning model holds 5 pounds of wood thanks to its deep bowl. We were able to produce a fire that lasted for over an hour and was easy to tend to. The extra space allowed us to move the logs around and make adjustments. Another reason this ended up being one of the best fire pits we tried is its included accessories. It shouldn't stay outside in inclement weather, so we appreciate that it came with a cover. It also includes a mesh screen to control sparks. We didn't feel unsafe without it, though, due to the deep bowl design, and comes with a poker to allow the user to safely adjust the burning wood at a distance. Number 1. Outland Living Mega Fire Pit. The Outland Living Firebowl 883 Mega is a great pick, striking the right balance of performance, budget, size, and looks, which is why it's our top pick for the best fire pit. We love how incredibly easy this fire pit is to set up and use. It arrives pretty much assembled. All you need to do is add the lava rocks and hook it up to a propane tank, which took us around 5 minutes. Once assembled, it took us less than 2 minutes to start the fire, which is easily controllable with a knob that adjusts the height and intensity of the flame. This was particularly appreciated while roasting marshmallows, as we could turn down the flame to ensure we didn't end up with a burnt mess. Although we'd like it if the flame could go a little higher for those really chilly nights, the fire pit gives off plenty of heat. We could still feel the warmth on our faces sitting 3.5 feet away.